Purple Terran player, currently up 1-0 with a very dirty build. Give it up for Team Ascension Pros, Pokebunny. Very impressed with how that went. That was very, very well done.
Yeah, it worked. It really did end up.
It worked, yeah.
It worked, and that's all that matters. We only have 3 games potentially in this series, and this guy is hoping to take this one on so that it can go to a game 3. It is from Team Ting, Neeb. The Ting sponsorship there.
Yes. Speaking of getting involved in esports recently, they have been doing quite a bit for the scene. Ting Jesse, very, very cool guy. Gotta say, he's a pretty handsome lad there as well. He's been really pushing them in the direction of helping out esports a lot, and I think that's really cool. With the base trade opens, the Ting opens, yeah, really, really cool stuff.
Like that involved, I thought that was really cool for them. So.
Yes, and we are going to be seeing Neeb, not perturbed by the opening from Pokebunny last game, is going to be going for that, once again, gate into 1 on gas into Nexus build before Cybercore. And Pokebunny, not going to be going for anything crazy this game, not just yet anyways, is going to be going for a Barracks into Factory. I guess that was a gas first, so that's still pretty aggressive, but it's not the kind of aggression that makes you, choke on your coffee.
Yeah, right. Or sit here and, as a Protoss player, you're not gonna go and totally alter your build in order to try to deal with it. And Neeb already, right? Like showing that showing that he's not very shaken by that first game, going right into that Nexus again and saying, hey, you know what? I'm gonna stick to my guns. See if he drops down the Twilight or the Robo, or hell, if he even does go for the Stargate.
Honestly, I would like to see the Stargate, but I wonder if the ping might keep him from doing that. But I want to draw attention to the wall in Neeb's base, the top left of that base. Really nice positioning on his gateway and Cybercore. That is such space-efficient use of buildings. Really, that's good against a Reaper. That's going to be good against a Widowmine drop because the pylon overcharge range is going to cover a whole lot of ground there. The only thing is he needs a pylon to the back right of his mineral line to deal with potential Liberators. But other than that, that is really exceptional SimCity. And we are going to see it's a Robo, not a Stargate from Neeb.
Okay. So he goes for the Robo, and pretty standard. I mean, if you even see the Twilight come after it shortly. And Pokebunny still has a SCV in here, so the fact that he ended up skipping that Reaper is actually perfectly fine, because he's going to be able to go in there with an SCV, doing exactly what the Reaper would have done, and this still allows him to get that tech out super fast.
Yeah, that's very surprising that that's been sneaky. And it is actually going to see everything right now. Going to see the Chrono on the gateway for that additional Adept. Going to see the additional 2 gateways and the Robo. And now this is still a good build for Neeb to deal with what Pokebunny's doing. But now Pokebunny knows exactly what Neeb's defensive tools are. And make no mistake, Pokebunny will be getting aggressive against this.
Oh, he will. And here's the first sign of it. It's going to be the Medivac here with the 6 Marine drop with that Widowmine inside of the Medivac. So, with Neeb going for the Robo first, I think he should put that Observer out.
Interesting. Actually, Neeb could have potentially jumped on that Hellion, but he didn't see anything behind it, so he wasn't too sure. Takes the slightly safer route. But this Widowmine drop could actually do a bit of damage. Meanwhile, those Hellions are going to try and run in at the same time. Also, a Liberator follow-up could do some real damage. Neeb going to have to respond very quickly. Oh, nice. Nice pylon. Actually might get the Medivac. Oh, needed, I think, 2 more shots. Meanwhile, those Hellions haven't run into the natural just yet.
Yeah, he was hoping to maybe force the probes down to the natural first, but Neeb with the stellar defense there, and just the position of the pylons you were talking about, that second pylon in the back meant that Pokebunny could not drop there. And I think he was looking to do that from what he has scouted. So now here comes the Hellions, Dave.
Ooh, actually getting a pretty nice lineup, but really nice probe pull from Neeb. Pulls all the probes that are injured. Oh, but still gets, at the end of the day, 4 workers for that. That's pretty good for Pokebunny, but I think Neeb is going to be more than happy with that. He's up 8 workers, and he'll probably be looking to get a 3rd base soon. Meanwhile, there's a Liberator coming in through the natural base, but Neeb is on top of it with 2 Stalkers. But they actually move right past the Liberator. But Liberator goes past them, goes into the main.
Is this going to be out of range of the photon?
Oh,
No, it's not.
Oh, doesn't even get a single stalker kill. That's really good for Neeb.
Yeah, Neeb just holds everything pretty easily here, up by 10 workers, and takes a third behind it too. So everything that Pokebunny was trying to throw at Neeb didn't really do that much damage.
So
workers killed out of all of that. That was 3 stages of aggression, by the way. So.
And even as it was, Neeb was very, very close to taking 0 worker losses. That one Hellion just barely got the shot that killed all 4 of those workers. So almost an impeccably perfect defense, but just barely did a tiny bit of damage. But we are going to see a Warp Prism with 4 Adepts coming into the main. And Pokebunny actually very out of position to deal with this. This could do quite a bit of damage in lost mining time and workers killed.
Yeah, I think this is the kind of damage that Pokebunny wanted to do to Neeb. I mean, already, just with that, already 5 workers killed, or at least 4 in that time. Because I believe he lost that scouting one,
Yep, you are right. Meanwhile, Neeb's +1 and Blink are nearly done, and he's going to be getting ready for a pretty big gateway explosion, going up to 6 gates already. He is sitting so pretty in this game right now, and Pokebunny is on a quasi all-in setup right now. Oh, even getting in with another drop of these Adepts. Hasn't lost one yet, and they've done so much damage.
Oh, this is crazy, and the fact that he's taken the third behind it at the same time, this is the real damage that's being done, you know? Pokebunny trying to work off of a very low worker count, no third in sight just yet. Hoping that this 2-base would be able to at least equalize on the worker count or even the army count. But you look at that army count, and look at that. They're so close.
Yeah, he's even still ahead, even with that 3rd base.
That's what's the scary part.
Yeah, in army value at least. Now, granted, a lot of that is on the other side of the map, but it's also forcing Pokebunny with a 2-base all-in to stay at home with a lot of his forces. But this is still, make no mistake, this is still a big, scary army with +1 attack and stim. Neeb, though, going to be trying to pick off a medevac. Nicely done. Oh, got to be so careful, these force fields. They're a little late, but they're good enough, I'd say. Oh, but a big miss micro Pokebunny picks up about half his army. That actually hurts a lot.
Yeah, and right after stimming, too.
Yeah, I think that holds the attack right there.
Oh, no.
Just like that, Pokebunny's out of steam on this attack.
And I mean, what else can he do here? Neeb, yeah, sure, he used that Photon Overcharge, but now all of the weapons are happening at home. Neeb is equal on upgrades and about to have Resonating Glaives as well as +1 armor. In addition, though, Blink!
Yes, Blink doesn't quite get it, but he does pick off a couple more units and forces that army back.
Yep.
Now,
Blink trying to drill it in here.
Yeah, Pokebunny, he's like all in. He's ignoring his base. If Neeb drops with those Adepts, they'll have free reign. But that is the right decision from Neeb, from Pokebunny. But we do see Neeb has so much to deal with this. Just the 2 Immortals alone are doing so much damage to this very Marauder-heavy comp.
Yeah, and the fact that it's just going to continue to be better here for Neeb, who's working off a much better economy, is just Pokebunny needs to get it done right now, and he's going in right. Okay, he can almost break on through, but it seems like it's very patient play out of Pokebunny.
Yeah, does actually pick off an Immortal that was slightly out of position from Neeb. And this Liberator is going to make things a little bit complicated for Neeb, but I still think he just needs to keep warping in units and blink effectively, and he's got this game, I think. Picks off one of the Liberators.
Okay, but it's mainly Stalkers here. These 2 Immortals are going to be so crucial. Nice force fields out of Neeb.
Yeah,
a little getting a lot of damage at home. Oh,
there's warping.
Yep, now.
That's going to put Pokebunny completely all in. He does not have enough to even clean this up, I don't think.
He's going to try, though. Okay. Oh, more weapons coming in out of Neeb, who is holding so strong. Doesn't even need the Photon Overcharge anymore at this point. And Pokebunny's down to 3 workers.
And we see the 2G. 3 workers and 2 Gs. It's well played.